In this video I'm going to unbox and review a mitre saw that Evolution sent me. This saw isn't out on sale until January, so this is a bit of an early look at it. So inside the box it comes with a leaflet, and it has all the different tools that Evolution sell. The user manual, part of the sliding arm. With this one I think you have to assemble it. These bits go on the side to provide extra support for the saw, for the materials that you're cutting on it. It only comes with the one blade, but unlike other saws, this comes with the blades that the same quality saw blades, whereas other brands use low quality blades that they sell with the tool. The blade size on this is a 210mm blade. It cuts wood, metal and plastic. There isn't that many parts as I thought there would be. You have a tightening knob, this part here, a hold down clamp, this linear rail, the motor, these two side pieces, and then also, which I didn't realise, tucked away behind here is the Allen key, and it's got both the bit for changing the blade, and also it's got a reduced sized one for assembling the machine. One thing I would like to point out before we assemble it is a couple of changes compared to my other saw. For example, on this saw it's got a wheel, because on my other saw pieces used to get hung up, so now they've rounded over this edge and put a wheel on it. So I think that's a really nice feature, is that. Another improvement on my Evolution Rage 3DB is on this locking arm here to set the angles. Because it's made out of plastic and this is metal here, it started rubbing on here, so over time that will eventually get to a point where it's rubbed so much that it will become that it won't cut straight anymore, and so you'd have to order a new locking bar. Whereas on the newer saw it has a metal section here that locks onto the mitre saw, and it also has a positive click action. So it locks in place very nicely, and I can see this lasting a lot longer than the other saw. So what you want to do is you want to grab one of these, make sure it fits in line with this section of the bed here, and then you want to take, using the Allen key provided, you want to take these bolts out. First, you want to grab this linear rail, make sure these plastic tabs here are sticking outwards, loosen this knob and carefully push it through. Grab the motor unit, line it up to the bars, and then just press it on firmly. That is now locked in place. we can set up the workpiece clamp. One thing I don't like about it is that these knobs on here are quite small to use with big fingers. But other than that, I'm really liking this saw so far. Now let's attach this locking knob. I've been looking around for where this bit could go because I haven't read the instructions. I'm just going along, I'm just making it up. I'm just trying to figure out where this bit goes, and I found it. This bit screws into the back of here to allow you to wrap the cord away when you're carrying it out on site, or when you're carrying it around the house or workshop. The cord can wrap around these 2 points, which I think is a really good idea because the other saw didn't really have a place for you to wrap the cord. So this, all this does is wrap around there, you can lock it down, and this cord wraps around here. And you can use this plastic thing on here to clip the wire in place. And then you're free to carry it about. Now let's install the blade. Insert the Allen key in, press the stop on the saw. This is the stop to press on. Press on that stop. Loosen the Allen key. Hand tighten the blade up, then tighten firmly in. If you've had other versions of the saw, you will have to get used to having this style of cross handle on the top, but it is a very smooth gliding action, and a lot of saws like the Bosch and the larger DeWalt saws use this style, and I think you get a little bit more power pushing down, and it might be a little bit better for your arm using it this way as well. And also it allows both users to use it. One feature I'm pleased to see that they've added on this is an adjustable depth stop, and also a feature that you can flick that out the way and make another cut, whereas on the other saw they had a depth stop but they didn't have it so you could remove it, so you would have to wind it back, make a cut and then set it back up again, whereas with this you can just flick it so you can use it, flick it out the way and you're not using it. So it's got a locking pin on here so you can lock it down for transport, and also you tighten that there. It's also got a switch on here for the laser that's powered by the power from the saw rather than batteries on some of the cheaper saws. So the verdict is, do I like this saw? Well, it's a very handy saw to have. It's lightweight, it can cut a variety of materials, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. My bigger saw costs a little bit more money, but it's got a quieter induction motor and a bigger cut capacity, but it does lack them features that this newer one has. So I think if I were to get a saw, in all honesty, I would get the bigger one because it's just a nicer saw to use, but the smaller one is very handy to have as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.